Hello and welcome back to Strategic Command, Paradox Gamer playing. And Sea Lion has begun. We are actually already in place with several units, and we have more on the way. Let's see if I can remember. This is core, motorized, and a regular core there. Let's move this guy up this way. Attack this garrison. It's gone. I'm not moving closer to London though. We can get up here. And then we can land these guys over here. And let's get our headquarters back out. We could actually just do this. That way it will land next turn no matter what, instead of doing the transport. I'm not sure the transport is gonna work. I think we should be able to land in any case next turn. So land these guys and then transport. There. Actually, we could transport everybody, but then I might just wait until next turn, because then it can transport directly into the port area. Let's move the bombers closer. I don't think they are sorely needed. I think the guys on the ground, they can do it. But okay. This one over here. Fighter protection. Whoops, I pressed cancel. One there. Get these fighters over here. Replenish submarine there. These guys will hit the convoy routes. I think I have some up here as well. Let's move around. These guys are ready to go. Keep an eye on this one. Replenish here. Actually, these should start upgrading. We can take one at a time. We just get them up to level 2. This guy over there, or maybe over here actually. Alright, so this one we should start transferring. Operate, how much would that cost? 22. Oops, too much. How far can we get it down? I think I need it in the Mediterranean instead, and we can get it all the way down here. Alright, so we're ready to attack Greece as well. I want my upgraded Italian units over here. Let's see if that's even possible. Oh, I can operate him all the way over here. That's actually just as good. And cheaper than the transport. These guys need to get back to be able to upgrade. We can wait with that a little bit. Let's attack Greece. Diplomacy. Greece. Declare war. There we go. You can see the Greek armies there. Let's get in close. It's 8 strength. Let's see if we can actually surround that guy. This one is not moving that fast. Alright, so if we attack, how much damage are we going to do here? Not quite enough. Let's just bring the headquarters down. They can defend themselves against a 3 strength enemy unit. Alright, I think we have enough troops for Greece. Let's move the rest towards the Soviet border. Yeah, we even got a headquarter here. We already have one. So we're gonna move that up towards the Hungarians, because they don't have a headquarter. We could also just upgrade it first. There we go. All the Italians here are upgraded. And as you might notice, the partisan units from Yugoslavia are gone. That's also part of the micromanagement of the game that was not really that fun. So, so that's been taken out. You can upgrade this one. So partisans are only on the Eastern Front. Not in Yugoslavia or Greece or France for that matter. Right, so I think in France later. We have the Italian armies here. I think we want to upgrade them. But they're pretty useless as they are right now. There we go. Move the headquarters forward a little bit. Can we upgrade this? No. Let's check out this headquarters with only 1 strength. Bring these guys forward and start bombing the headquarters. Interceptors and escorts. Oh, they're all the way down here. 1 damage. too bad I cannot upgrade him. What's the supply here? Supply is only 4. Isn't supply 0? 3, 2, 1. Yeah, okay, I see. That's because Massa is only supply 3, but I think that will go up to 4 next turn. That should supply the headquarter. Malta is hindering most of the supplies down here. These guys can move. Yeah, okay. So we have 52 points for the Italians. Let's get the submarine back up. That's 10 points. And then we have the submarine up here. 20 points. I think that's the turn. No, hang on. Did we move everybody over here? Yeah, then nobody's gonna move here. The Norwegian guy heading back to Narvik, finally arriving after a long journey to the border and back. He's reporting that Finland is in the way. Speaking of Finland, let's check out the diplomacy. Finland is currently 33%. We have only 1 chit there, so let's get another one. And Spain is 38% with 3 chips. Germany 448 points. Let's produce something. We have all the armor, so we should start producing the regular cores. And get 1 more fighter and 1 strategic bomber. How much is that gonna cost? 332. Now I think we're gonna spawn out the remaining 10 cores that we can make. 172 apiece. We really want them for Barbarossa. There we go. And that's the end of the turn. So we'll get the headquarter in England next turn, and then we can start some more offensive operations on the British Isles. And that's going to take the rest of the summer, and Barbarossa is going to be in 42 instead of 41. But it's worth it. Taking out Britain first is always a good plan. Postponing Barbarossa for a year. Allies send an emergency garrison to Crete. Malta hinders supplies. And the British Navy is still dominant down here. Alexandros Chorisas succeeds Metasax as Prime Minister following the latter's death. Still paying for the Africa Corps and sending U-boats to Poland. I haven't seen that yet, but it's on the way. Allied moves. The Greek replenishes back to 8. Battleship in some pointless bombardment of an airfield. We can still see the battleships lurking around, attacking the dust storm. And the Indians are moving towards Baghdad as planned. Lots of British garrisons in England. Not many regular troops. Malta hinders supplies. My raiders are disrupting. This applies to Egypt. Right. Yeah, we can see 13 and 1. So they lost 14 points from that. To assist in our campaign against the Greeks, we could attempt to bribe some Greek politicians and army officers so that they spread defeatist propaganda and calls for surrender within Greece. Succeed is not guaranteed, but it will cost us 15 points and it will cause some disruption to Greece's armed forces, so it may be worthwhile. Would you like to authorize this expenditure? Yeah, that's fine. This is 15 points. Of the Italians. Alright. Nothing else. Let's start in Britain. I can now land the headquarters. It's not well functioning until next turn, unfortunately. It will be in supply 5, which means it will have supply strength 10. I think we'll move these guys up here. And these guys up here. And then these guys up here. I'm gonna need some bombardment. So are we gonna land more this turn? No, we're not. We have to send more out. But we can use Southampton next turn. What's the price difference, right, by the way? 50? Or... yeah, it's half price to just send the transports. It's kind of crowded right now. No, I think we'll send this guy straight across. Over here. And we can land this one over here. Send this one as well. And then get the headquarters. We need another headquarters over there. Can we transport this guy now? Yes, we can. And then get the headquarters over there. Let's start some bombing raids. We've got escorts. Nothing happens. They got one more escort or interceptor over there. Cardiff. That's a tough nut. Alright. This cruiser will be upgraded to level 2. That was kind of stupid. Get back in there. Alright, get this one out here. Move these guys into position here. And here. Just try and disrupt as much as possible. And I think we're done over here. Actually, we could move this guy up here. And then transport this guy up here and land there. That will surround the guys in Bristol. Seems like a decent idea. That means we just have the 2 headquarters left. I don't know if I need 2. I need at least 1. So we're transporting 1 headquarter over there and then maybe keep the other in reserve. The guy in Norway, can he replenish? He can upgrade. Might as well upgrade him. Alright. Nothing's going on down here. Let's see the production queue. We are in August 41, so let's see what we're going to get here. We're going to get some ships, some tanks, and some infantry in October. September, October. November, December, we'll get a lot of stuff as well. And again in January. Things should be ready for the spring offensive. Barbarossa. Let's put the Italians up here. Romanians. The main thrust should come down here towards Odessa, but we'll probably need some Germans for that as well. Some of them are gonna go up this way, especially the cavalry. Now down to Greece. It's actually in the way now. This one over here. I don't know if they can replenish from that position. Move this guy back. Bring some Italians forward. These are the useless Italians. We can take Corfu. These are the better Italians. They're still pretty useless, the Italian armies. Right, so now we have this one. Cannot attack. Is it raining? I don't think it's raining. Oh, we got storms. Maybe that's why. Alright, leave that alone then and come down here. I think you can replenish back to 7. Yeah, that's not a lot. We'll have to move around them. Wow, this guy can move all the way to Cairo. But that is pretty significant. No, we have enemies in Cairo. Yeah, I thought so. Right, we'll be slow advancing for a while here. Need to get the Italians forward. Let me just check the supply here. There's still only 2 here. That's because of Malta. Very slow advance now with very limited supplies, which is how it was in real life. And this is where the British, they turned the battle around. Okay, I think we're done here. So I think we're gonna replenish the Italian airplanes. How are they doing on research, by the way? Command and control. We could start nothing up. Yeah, we could start logistics. Maybe just save up some points for the Italians and they can start some more research. That's really what they need. Things are going slow in Greece, in Africa, and actually pretty slow here as well in England. We got 483 points left. We could purchase another core. And end the turn. Let's see if the guys in Bristol wants to break out from that. I'd like to take Oxford. That's the road going north. But those garrisons are pretty tough. Rough seas. Research breakthrough. German develops armor level 2. That's really nice. Research breakthrough. Elite command and control level 1. Still paying for the Africa core and the bribe in Greece. Alright, so my armor can now go level 2. And that will be significant both in Africa and in Britain. I could send one armor down to Greece just to get things rolling. I have one stationed in Germany. I think I will do that. Let's see the Allied moves. Battleship disappears from view. Are they pulling back to Cairo? The British fighters are pulling back. Southampton is now a level 5 port. Greece keeps building up strength. And the Indians are getting close to Baghdad. They'll get their next turn. And then they'll hit for Alexandria. Most definitely. smelter into supplies. And we disrupt the convoys. Pierre Laval is shot and injured by Paul Colette at Versailles. See if there are any events coming up. "14, 14, 14, and 11. That's a lot of points. 2, 3, 4. That's more than 50 points. It has to be very significant. Prime Minister Count Ciano: "Regret to report that our attempts to bribe Greek officers and politicians have not succeeded, and an investigation has now been launched to trace the whereabouts of the money involved, as it is feared that little of it even reached Greece." With most of ending up in the pockets of shady businessmen who promised much but delivered little. As a result, if we are to achieve our aim of conquering Greece, then we will have to rely on brute force alone. Through force of arms, we will show the world that our young and fertile nation is on the rise as we march forward to glory on the wreckage of the tired old democracies of yesteryear. Wow. Yeah, no surprise there, the money is gone. We got a dust storm down here. Alright, we are now in much better supply in England, so I think we can start doing some real progress there. But that's going to be in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching this one. Take care, bye bye.